Alright everybody, so here in Florida you can do some pretty cool things outside. So this is a Phalaenopsis orchid, and this up here is a smaller Phalaenopsis orchid, and I am going to get this one set up like this one. Obviously the leaves look like they are a little bit yellow, but they are solid. That's kind of how you can tell if they're healthy or not. If the leaves are all flimsy, kind of like this one's got really flimsy leaves. See how they're flimsy? See how that one, they're a lot more solid. So this one has been inside for its whole life. It came from Colorado. One of my friends sent it home with me. So this leaf is a newer leaf, and it's pretty solid. These older leaves are pretty flimsy. I'm gonna leave them because they are still green, so they are still a solar panel. What I'm going to do with this here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to very carefully wrap it around the roots here so that it can have some sphagnum moss on it. Keep it moist during the hot parts of the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sphagnum moss, and this is kind of one of those processes that might be a little frustrating. Trying to keep this stuff in place while you're putting the wire on it, all that crazy stuff. I'm sure I'm like all up in front of the camera and everything, but anyway, so here we go. I am going to attempt to get this all on here without damaging the plant also. And this one is kind of in a interesting place on a branch that's going across. This one's at the end of a branch kind of going up. You can see the roots have attached to this tree branch, and this branch is actually a dead branch from a tree that I trimmed a couple of weeks ago, or well, it's just been more than a couple of weeks ago. I'm kind of bad with timing sometimes, but anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the screen, and this is just house front door screen or back door screen, whatever you want to call it. Just typical screen that you would put on a door. I'm just going to wrap it around it, and I'm not going to cut this piece off on the back that's sticking up. It's not a big deal that it's there. So basically I've just wrapped the roots, and I'm going to keep it on here. These roots are going to grow into or around the tree branch here and actually attach this. I have a piece of wire holding the plant on the branch currently. It's this small wire here, just some cheap electrical wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the wire, open it up a little bit, run it around the back side here, this, and I'm going to just do, I'm just going to do one wrap with it, kind of bring this part down. Then I'm going to take this part and I'm going to continue, well actually maybe I'll do 2 wraps. There you go, 2 wraps. And then I'm going to run wire back around this just to kind of secure it. And then I'm going to cut it off. I have my cutters here in my pocket. If I can get them out of my pocket. There we go. I'm going to cut this off like that. And I'm going to just twist this. I'm going to get it somewhat tight. I don't want it too crazy tight because I want the roots to have plenty of space to grow inside of here. I'm going to twist it a couple of times. And then, just kind of like that. It doesn't have to be pretty at this point because it just needs to hold it on. So to keep the sphagnum moss in there. And then as it rains, as the sprinkler system waters this, it will keep the sphagnum moss moist, but not too wet, because you don't want these to be too wet. And they will actually absorb moisture through their leaves also. So it being outside in the humidity is going to help to freshen up these leaves a little bit. And this one, it's been out here for a little while now. I don't actually know how long it's been out here, but it's been out here a little while. and you can see that the roots are actually growing around the tree here, the tree branch. It's got a pup right here that's going to turn into a new a new plant, hopefully. And then it's got a new spike. This spike wasn't on here when I planted it on this tree here. So it's got a new spike. It goes up here, and you got a flower bud right here at the end, or not the end, right here. New flower bud, and there is a couple of buds at the end here, so pretty excited about this. I haven't ever seen this flower with flowers on it. I got it at one of the box stores on clearance because it was about dead. Obviously you can bring stuff back from being almost dead, so there's that. And this is going to be kind of a short video. Just wanted to show you this and how you can put these outside if you wanted to do so. And I also have a spider plant up here. It's not doing fantastic. I think I might need to do some sphagnum moss on the roots here, but they are actually growing. These roots are actually growing, so it's not looking fantastic yet, but we'll see how it goes. Kind of an experiment. I've got a bunch of spider plants, so I just thought I'd throw one up there and see how it did. So anyway, so that's gonna be the video for today, and I appreciate you watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.